today about why you're wrong about your bad days and the language and the thought process behind what happens on your bad days, and about imperfection, because motivation is not a prerequisite to action, to taking action. We all think, oh, we need to be motivated. We need to be motivated before I do anything. No, my friends. Imperfect action leads to more action. It's taking action. It's the choices that you make on your bad days and the next day and the next day and the next day that will determine your success and your ability to create new habits and then your ability to reach your goals. That's what we're going to talk about today. I got an email, and I actually get emails like this and messages like this quite often, but the gist of an email that I got from one of my clients inside of our mentorship, the Loyo Method, after setting a goal. You know, she sets goals for herself, and she had some good days. She struggled. She didn't do the work. She had a bad day. And on the bad day, she sent me an email, a message, and it went something along the lines of like, you know, I know one of my biggest issues is eating, or eating when I'm not hungry, overeating, turning to the cookies for stress, to soothe my stress, to comfort me. And I've been struggling for this, you know, I've been struggling for years without success. I yo-yo, I'm good, and then I go off the wagon. I'm good, and then I go off the wagon. I really want to eat when I'm hungry and stop when I'm satisfied. Okay, the last couple of days have been great. Today, not so much. I ate well beyond my own hunger after dinner. I turned to the cookies. And then she goes on to say, did I choose the wrong goal? Did I choose too big of a goal? Am I overthinking this because I've already stumbled? Am I already a failure? I totally relate to this line of thinking. You get really motivated, and motivation is your propeller, right? It's like your propeller forward. You set a goal. I'm going to crush the day. I'm going to start over because it's Monday. And then pretty soon something happens and not so much. The motivation dwindles, something happens, and how you respond at that critical moment is everything. It's everything. This is the moment where most people give up, fall prey to their cravings for lots of different reasons, and we're going to go through that tomorrow on the masterclass, by the way. Fall prey to their feelings, their emotions. You tell yourself it's too much, it's too hard, and you can't do it. And you're self-motivating for most of us, right? It's a very lonely process to diet. You don't have community and accountability and support and expertise to help you through the hard moments, the pivotal hard moments. You're self-motivating. Self-motivation can only last so long. And you give up. Or we can look at this a new way. Or you can change your perspective. The choices that you make on your bad days and on the days that follow absolutely determine your success, your ability to reach your goals. So let's say that I don't know, let me give you an example from like a non-food perspective. If you wanted to be I don't know, for the sports fans out there, a great basketball player, and you're going to start by improving your free throws. Every day you need to practice. You need to stand on the free throw line, the line by the basket, and you need to practice your shots, okay? And maybe the first day like goes your way and you're sinking all your shots and it feels amazing and you're encouraged and you're hopeful and you're like, yeah, I got this, I crushed it. And the next day, like, you woke up and you're off. Okay, you're off. You're missing more shots than you're making and you get frustrated. Welcome to practice, my friends. The path to improvement. For me, I'm not a basketball player, but I did train and cross the finish line of, actually I'm wearing this right now, ironically, how about that? The New York City Marathon. Never in my life would I have ever imagined running 26.2 miles. Never. Never was a goal. I started with 5Ks and my goal was maybe a 10K. At some point that became a half marathon. And then some crazy friend of mine convinced me that the next goal was the actual marathon. But my point being, not every time that I went out for a run in marathon training was a good day. And if I had let those bad days, those bad runs, the ones where I just wasn't feeling good, the ones where my legs hurt or my endurance just felt off, or I really felt like 3 miles was just too much and I was like, couldn't even fathom running 26. If I let those days determine my future of the training, there's no way that I'd have this t-shirt. There's no way I would have crossed the finish line at the New York City Marathon back in 2015. There's no way. This is practice. Practice is an imperfect process. And this is when it matters most, when it's hard, on the hard days, on the bad days. It matters most that you keep going. You have to get through the hard. We call it the sticky mud or the quicksand. It's the hard. Maybe from the emotional eating standpoint, it's where we work on the hard. The emotions, the self-nourishment, the reason why we eat emotionally. We need to get through the hard in order to, and the fear and the discomfort, to be able to move into a transformation phase. And here's the thing, when you have that day off, the day off on the court, the day off on the run, the day off in the eating, you learn from it. Is my head in the game? Am I distracted? Is my form off? Did I sleep well last night? Are my muscles tired? Did I eat differently? Am I using different equipment that I need to adjust to? Whatever it is, right? There's a reason, right? Am I sad? Am I lonely? Am I stressed? Am I super busy? Is my time management off? There's always a reason, and you can learn from those off days. Struggle is where we learn. It's where practice improves. It's how we get better. The mere decision to create a goal. So back to like the email, right? She says, did I set the wrong goal? Did I set too lofty of a goal? The mere decision to create a goal is not enough. You cannot expect flawless execution of your goals just because you've decided that's your goal. Progress requires practice. Practice creates progress. Practice doesn't create perfection. Practice in and of itself is imperfect. You grow when you take imperfect action and imperfect practice. Tell me if this is resonating with you guys. Imperfect practice. I'd like to know what's resonating with you, because you grow and you evaluate your imperfect practice and then you learn from it. And you celebrate the things that you are doing right, even if they are amidst the things that are perhaps challenging or that you could be improving. Ask yourself, what are you doing right, and celebrate the hell out of it. What am I doing that could be improved? What's one thing that I can do better tomorrow? What's different from yesterday when things were going so much better? What can I do better tomorrow? What can I do differently? But most importantly, no matter what you're asking yourself, keep going. Keep practicing. There's a difference between practice and striving for perfection. The need for practice is not licensed to not give it your best shot. Okay? Value of your practice depends on your effort. But your effort doesn't need to be perfect. Something my dad always told me, and then I heed that advice every day. He used to say, do the best you can. do the best you can. Not be the best. Okay? Not be perfect. Do the best you can. And it never really sunk in until recently of how powerful that is. Every day, wake up with your intention to do your best. And do your best to do your best. And your best is going to look different from day to day. And that doesn't mean you're failing. Okay, there's opportunity to learn from your struggles. There are nuggets of absolute gold in those challenges when you're having those challenging days. And you can learn from them. And that can dramatically accelerate your progress. So you had a day that wasn't stellar, that wasn't what you had hoped. Was it better than what you've done in the past? If so, that's progress. Congratulations. Keep at it. And even if it's not, are you practicing? Are you learning? Are you bringing awareness to how it makes you feel? So maybe next time overeating doesn't sound like such a great idea. Maybe next time instead of 10 cookies, you have 5. That's progress. That's imperfect action. So no to my Sweet Loyo Method friend who sent that email. You did not set the wrong goal. You did not set too lofty of a goal. Welcome to practice. Welcome to the path to your goals. Welcome to transformation. This is what it looks like. Learn to love this process. We're going to talk today